Hi, I'm Rick. I've been asked by a few of my students to teach my arrangement of God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. So here is the lesson. Okay, we're going to break it into a few parts. First, I'm going to teach you all the chords, whether I know their names or not, and most of them I don't. And then I'm going to teach you the right hand pattern, which is a very simple pattern, and then I'll show you how to put all the sections together. Okay, so for this first section, you might want to write these down, all right? Okay, we're going to start off with an A, good old standard A, open on string 4, and then on strings, or open on string 5, sorry, and then strings 4, 3, and 2, all on the second fret. Now that's your standard A, but we're going to play it barred. You need to play it with one finger. So one finger pressing strings 4, 3, and 2. Okay? Okay. First chord, A. Next chord is an E over an G sharp in the bass. So take your first finger and now move it over one string. And you're going to bar these two strings now, strings 5 and 4, right? Okay. Finger 3 is going over here to string 6 on fret 4. That's the G sharp. And your pinky, finger 4, is going over here to string 3, fret 4. So on the same fret as finger 3, just 2 strings apart, right? So that's an E over a G sharp, okay? This finger's not doing anything. Next chord is an F sharp minor. So that's first finger barring the second fret, and then your third finger on string 5, fret 4, pinky on string 4, fret 4. Right, standard E minor. Okay? That's an easy move actually when you're going from this E to the F sharp minor. All you do in that whole progression is you're moving finger 1 from the A position to the next chord, you're moving it over one string, and then on the last chord you move it over one more string. Right? So you go from A to over one string, and then your third finger and pinky on the outsides here. And then on the next chord, you just move these two fingers, 3 and 4, in, both in one string, right? And this over one more, right? It's a pretty simple move once you master it, okay? There's going to be an E chord in here, standard E chord. Okay, so that's open on string 6. Fingers 2 and 3 right next to each other here on strings 5 and 4, fret 2, and finger 1, string 3, fret 1. Standard E chord. Okay, here's where it starts to get strange. Our next set of chords are where the verses begin, right? This first part is the introduction and the end of the verses. It always ends on this A, E, F sharp minor to E kind of progression. The verses are going to be up here. We're going to go to a D bar chord, which is first finger over fret 5, and then your third finger barring strings 4, 3, and 2 right here on fret 7, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to change the root note from D here on string 5 to A. So it's a D over an A D with an A in the bass. Okay? This string here, string 5, is just muted. I'm just lightly touching the string with my first finger, with the flesh of the finger, just to mute it. Right? We don't need to hear that one. The next chord is the same D right here. We're just going to change the bass note from here to here. So take finger 2 and move that up to fret 7, right? String 5 is still muted. I'm using the flesh of my second finger here to mute it, right? So now we have this D over a B. Okay? After that, we go back down to our F sharp minor. And then we're going to this other chord, which is still kind of an F sharp minor. I'm not sure what you'd call it, but you're just barring your first finger on the second fret. that far. We're going to call that an F sharp minor second position. Unless someone else knows what the real name of that chord is, and you can write it in the comments below. Okay. Next, we're going to a B9. Okay, so a B9 is take your third finger and bar all three of these strings, 1, 2, and 3, on the second fret. Okay. First finger is going to go on string 4, first fret. Second finger is going to go on string 5, second fret. But we're going to add in this F sharp in the bass. Now you can keep string 5 muted if you want, or if you can manage to bar both of those strings with one finger and still be able to hear where finger 1 is playing, right, on string 4, then more power to you. But if not, you can leave that string muted. Okay, so that's a B9 over an F sharp. Told you it got complicated. After that, we go from an E, standard old E. Now this next chord, I have no idea what the name of the chord is. We're going to call it the mystery chord. Again, if anyone knows the name of the chord, in the comments below. Take that E, that exact same shape, and slide it up 1 fret. Shoomp, right there. Okay. Now you're going to take finger 3 and move that up 1 fret. Okay, so you're kind of in like a D minor shape right there. Add finger 4 on string 2, fret 4 right there. So you skip a string between finger 3 and finger 4, right? I'm sure that's some kind of augmented chord or like a C augmented or something weird. I have no idea. Okay. Then it slides back to E. Okay. The next chord is a B flat diminished. Okay. So you just move finger 1 onto string 5, fret 1. Skip a string and put finger 2 on string 3, fret 1. So both of those fingers are on fret 1. Now we're going to fill in the strings right beside them there, okay? These empty strings in between. So finger 3 goes on that empty string on fret 2. So that's string 4, fret 2. Then your pinky, you skip a string, because that's being played by finger 2. Put your pinky on string 2, fret 2, okay? There you go. That's a B flat diminished. You can also play it, if you have enough strength in your first finger, instead of using both of these fingers, just bar the top, right? We don't need to hear string 1 anyway. That's not going to be part of the chord that we're going to be playing, so it doesn't matter. You just want to hear these ones. For me, I always choose to bar things when I can, because it's just better to, leave one finger free, just in case why use 4 fingers when you only have to use 3. But if you want to do it that way, do it that way. That's probably the more secure, the best way to learn it, okay? My way is kind of a cheat. Okay, those are pretty much all of the chords that's in here. There's one other little musical interlude that we'll get to, okay? But I'll teach it to you when it's in context. Now let's look at what the right hand is doing. Okay, it's very simple. For most of this song, your first 3 fingers, 1, 2, and 3, are going to be plucking strings 4, 3, and 2. Okay? And your thumb is either going to be playing string 6 or string 5. So on the first chord, for example, the A chord, okay, you're playing string 5, which is the root note A, and then you're plucking the next 3 strings, the actual A triad. Okay? Now the thumb is just keeping a steady beat all the way through. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still on this A chord. Okay? So let's just practice this on the A chord. You're going to pluck on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Practice that again. Plucking on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Then you're going to pluck these 3 strings again on beat 3 and. So if you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, it's on beat 3 and. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Oh, sorry. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Got it? 1, 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. That's the basic picking pattern for the whole song. All right, now let's try and put some of these chords together for the introduction. The introduction starts on A. One measure of A. Okay? Then we're switching to that E over G sharp for one measure. F sharp minor for one measure. Then reverse. Right back to that E that you just did. Then right back to the A. See that? It just reverses. Then go back again. End on E. Okay? So let's put that together one more time. So we're going A, E, F sharp minor, back to E, back to A, back to F sharp minor, back to E, sorry, F sharp minor, ending on standard E down here. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 1, 2, F sharp minor. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, A, E, F sharp minor. End on standard E. Okay. Then we add in that. After we hit standard E on beat 1, we're going to hit open. Finger 1 on fret 2, string 6. That's an F sharp, and then up to a G. Bum, bum, bum. Easy, right? All on string 6. Bum, 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 bum. Right, so we end on that E chord. 1, bum, 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 1. Then we're into the verse. Okay? Verse is up here on this D over an A. Okay? So let's start from here. D over A, up to D over B. Okay? One measure on each. Right? So I'm plucking string 6 with my thumb here. Right? I'm playing string 6 with the thumb. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to move down to F sharp minor. Just 2 beats. Then to this other F sharp minor-ish kind of thing. Right? I'm taking out that 3 and. I'm hitting it right on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Then we go to our B9 over an F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got that? Let's put that all together from the beginning of the verse. Okay? D over A. 1, 2, 3, and 4. D over B. Down to F sharp minor for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can add in that skip there, the 3 and on that B9 over F sharp. Okay, from there we go to E. Now you're going to switch your thumb to string 5. Okay, standard E. 1, 2. Okay, we're not playing the root note of E, we're playing the 5th here. Okay. Up to the mystery chord. Slide up that E, slide up finger 3 and 4. Got it? Put those together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Back to E. 1, 2. To the B flat diminished. All right? Got that? So we're going from E to the mystery chord, back to E, to B flat diminished. Isn't that beautiful? It's nice. And then it just ends on our introduction cycle. A to E to F sharp minor to E. Ba-dum-bum, that turns us around, right? Dun, dun, dun. Back up. Okay, so let's try and go through the whole thing now. From the verse. D over B, F sharp minor, B9, now to E, standard E, mystery chord, back to E, B flat diminished, ending, intro, same thing. Turn around. That's it. Got it? Okay. There's that part. Now, after the second verse, when it goes down to our little ending here, there's a little musical interlude. It'll end on that E chord, like we normally do, but then it's going to play this melody. Sorry. Okay, so what that is E chord on the first beat, and then we're going just up the E chord, the fifth here, right? Right where your fingers, right where they are already. Bum, bum, bum. Those are your first three notes. Bum, bum, bum. And then you're gonna go back to finger two. Bum, 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 bum. Right? So you go up those three notes and back one. Now you're going to go to string 4 open. Okay? And then from there, we're going to string 5, fret 4. I recommend you do it with your pinky. Finger 1 now, on same string, string 5, fret 2, open. Then we do the same pattern on the next string. Finger 4, finger 1, back to E. Okay? So if we put that all together, you start with that chord. Bum, 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 open. Sorry. Repeat it. Bum, 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 bum. Okay? So it does that part twice. Let me go into it from the ending of that last bit. So we've just done our second verse. The mystery chord, B flat diminished 7, B flat diminished. God only knows what I'd be without you. Okay, from that section. God only knows what I'd be without you. And then here, bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Then when you get to that, instead of going open, you go right back to the D. We're going, or to the A rather. We're going right back to this D over A into another verse. Okay? Bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, you repeat another verse. This is where the singing ahs to E, mystery chord, back to E, B flat diminished, A, without you. Now, after we do that bit, the ahs into this last little God only knows what I'd do without you. When we get to the F sharp, for the only time in the song, we don't resolve to E. We're going right back to D for the next verse. So, God only knows what I'd be without you. Last verse. If you should ever leave me. Right? Last verse. Mystery chord back to E, B flat diminished. Now we're getting to the end of the third verse, and when we get down to that F sharp minor, we start doing the introduction again. Turn around, back to the E, back to A. So A, E, F sharp minor, back and forth, just like the introduction. Now when I perform this, what I do in this section, the very ending, is I'll start to hold on this bit. change my bass line. Right? So with bass line, I'm just changing from bum, 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 bum. Right? So string 5, string 6. I'm still doing the same pattern basically with these fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes what I'll do is instead of doing all 3 of these fingers, I'll just use finger 1 on string 4, right? So I'll pluck the first chord. Trying to get right. See that? Let's show you this in close-up, right? I'm trying not to do it sloppy. Sorry. It adds that one little extra beat in there. So what I'll do is I'll generally do that beat breakdown twice, and then I'll go back into for this for the rest of the song. I might even throw in that first finger. Sometimes I'll even go into a little bit of a Travis picking type of thing, right? A little bit of a Travis picking. If you know what Travis picking is, you can throw that in. If not, keep it simple. Okay, for the last part of this lesson, I'm going to put the whole thing together for you with the vocals so you hear where every little bit goes. Now, you should be able to go back in this video and look at certain sections and practice them. I suggest practicing the chord changes, like which fingers need to move first, that kind of thing, right? And just get that smooth. And pretty soon, you'll see that it's easy. There's little blocks, little sections of this song that you can practice, and then you practice the transitions between them. Okay, here it goes. God only knows. God only knows. It's about time. I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. Interlude. Verse. As God only knows what I'd be without you. No E, back. If you should ever leave me, life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. Now to the breakdown. God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you. Now I build it up. God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you. Would I be without you? God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows. All right, there you have it. Okay, I hope you practice this and you get it and it's beautiful and you impress many people with it. Give me a comment and a like and a subscribe, and thank you. I will see you again soon.